Welcome to the Great Lakes Smoke Podcast Show. What we talk about basically is the love and the passion of cigars, pipe smoking, tobacco, alcohol, brothers chilling out and having a good time, laughter.
Well, how else are you gonna, enjoy a nice bourbon?
And you kind of went animalistic on tobacco buying, haven't you?
And the Rocky Patel Pure and Simple. I don't know, that thing just tastes so good.
And welcome to another Great Lakes Smoke Show. Oh boy, did this week fly with the holiday. We hope your holiday was great, folks. Over here was not bad in Chi-Town area, but today was really
today's a horror, man.
Put a damper on the weekend.
It's 56 degrees and it is raining. Started 2 o'clock in the morning last night. Yeah, this morning I should say.
It was.
It's still kind of, I don't know, drizzling.
Nasty out there.
But it's cold. I mean, we went from 85 degrees to this.
Yeah, it was bad news.
Crazy.
Bad news. But anyway, we're here starting a new show. We'll introduce ourselves to all you newbies out there. My name is Ron Pecorini. This is my brother Bob.
How you doing, folks?
The man, the technician sitting in the lounge there is Kyle Gesso.
Hey, how you doing, everyone?
Yeah, he's giving you the eyes. He's staring at you.
Look at him. Look at him.
And the man down in Florida, the one, the only, Cousin Frank, Stump the Chooch specialist.
I'm the guy without the T-shirt. Everybody else gets a T-shirt. I have no T-shirt.
You know what, man? Pretty soon we're going to get one for you because Michael is almost moved into his place. So
don't worry, I'm wearing all my Maui shirts here.
All right.
I'm traveling to Maui. I'll promote everything else but the show. Don't worry.
Okay, all right, no problem.
What are you gonna do here? Maybe if you're good enough, the special guys tonight just might come out with a shirt, something like this. Just
nice.
There you go.
I like it.
Very nice.
Here, or even over here. This is too low, Bob. They're showing my fat stomach.
Where you going with this thing?
Here, whatever. But anyway, folks, we got a couple of great guys that are coming on. And I know one guy, you could say he was a police officer and turned to be an aficionado cigar owner, along with his partner in crime. We've got Jeffrey Amendola and Chris Monaco tonight. And we're looking forward to hearing how a city guy from New York becomes a cigar entrepreneur. That's something that we also like to do too, maybe in someday when we get older, right, Frank?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we got the
when we get bolder.
Part, but yeah, when we get old, when we get older,
we'll see. But anyway, folks. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for joining us tonight, and get yourselves a paper and a pen. As usual, I like to remind you guys there's information that you like to jot down, and also if you like to hear a little bit about Amendola cigars and where to get them and what's going on, and maybe jot yourself some questions so you can ask us on Facebook. And as the questions pop up, we will ask our guests. All righty, so I hope you guys all like that. And basically, we're going to get this thing rolling, man.
Right on, man.
The one and the only, Jeff Amendola. How are you, Jeff?
What's going on? What's going on, guys? How you doing?
We got to call him Paisano.
Paisano, yeah.
Paisano.
I like being on a show with fellow Italians.
That's we got 4 out of 5, isn't it? We got 4 out of 5. We call Kyle our token.
Yeah, good. You need one of those.
Hey, I took the Ancestry kit. I got 2 or 3% in me or something like that.
Boom, you're there. Hey, 2% what? Hey, all right.
2% what?
That's only because you eat pasta.
Hey, I love my.
You gotta cook for Kyle a little more, a little bean. Anyway, we also got Chris Monaco on there, his sidekick. Another Yonkers boy from up north, finding him way down south. What's happening there,
Hey.
Chris?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Thanks for having us on. Looking forward to it. It's nice to be with another bunch of Italians. You guys get us, so it's now I don't gotta explain my innuendos.
And New York.
Good.
I mean,
And New York
that's a
is-
winning combination, man.
And Frank is but you can say he's a New Jersey and New Yorker. You know, he's
Listen,
part
I
of the
worked in
tri-state. We'll give it to him.
He was on the other side of the river.
That's all right. You down, Frank? You're down in Florida now, right? You're down in Florida. Frank?
Where? Where in
Well,
Florida?
Right. I might be heading your way soon. Give me a couple of years.
Jeff, I was really close to you. My son lives in Garner.
Oh yeah,
My kids both went to Carolina, right near you.
yeah, right
I
down the
lived
street.
in Wilmington. So, and I couldn't
Ah.
see your cigars aren't in Wilmington. They're all over North Carolina. What about Wilmington?
Because this guy over there, that's a long story.
Oh, he's a shithead.
I don't want to say.
Oh,
I
somebody
know.
threw something
Hey,
to the bus real fast.
let me tell you a quick story. Without, I don't want to put anyone under the bus.
Well, we can imagine which one of the two it'll be.
No, listen. I was trying to get out there to Wilmington, and I was doing a lot of events. And somebody hired me to roll cigars at a country club, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, great, let's go to Wilmington. It's first time out there. It's a couple years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. So I called up some of the local cigar shops, and I'm not gonna say who it was. I called them up and said, hey, I'm gonna be in town. I'm rolling cigars. Would love to meet you. Give you some steaks. Whatever. Network, right? Brotherhood. He got so mad, cussed me out over the phone. Said, this is my neighborhood. You can't come in here. I sell cigars to that country club. You can't come in here and roll cigars, blah, blah, blah. I said, whoa, I didn't know you were the mayor of Wilmington.
Wow. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I unofficially got banned.
Wow. A turf
Right.
I
war.
never
have to
heard that
take
story.
care
Jeff, I never heard that story.
I
You better
know,
tell
man. I
me
forgot.
who that guy
I
is,
forgot
so
about
we
it,
can
bro.
go have a little talk.
We'll talk to him.
We'll have to.
Does he run that? What do you run Wilmington? Big shot?
I said I didn't know you were the mayor. God forbid.
Yeah.
There's only two places in
guys there,
Wilmington,
man. So we know both of them. Let us
That's-
know on the air.
One guy,
Yeah.
if he
Well,
said
put it-
to a turf war, I think I can guess which one it is.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say.
Well,
You know, I'll tell you later.
We'll get
I
to
know.
the end.
Mhm. All
It's
right.
all good. It's all good.
Well, that was a
Don't
few
worry.
years ago, you know. Things have changed quite a
Yeah,
bit.
it's been a while. It's been a while.
Half the people in Wilmington are from New York now. You know
I
that.
know. Well, so is this guy apparently.
I know. Long Island. I know who it is.
Wilmington was a witness relocation center.
Oh, there you go.
Just saying.
Right. Don't tell
Says-
them.
So he's saying. So you're saying the guy. So you're saying the guy was a rat. Really, is what you're saying.
Yeah. All right,
Like,
Chris. We're
I'm
trying
just
to
messing
do
ar-
business down there. We're gonna get screwed even
I
more.
know.
Now.
I'm just messing around. My mouth gets me into trouble sometimes.
I tell you,
So-
you gotta have a sit down.
Yeah.
Straight.
We need to. It's been a couple years. I think it's time.
Definitely.
I do sell in we sell in Jacksonville. We're out at Bella Casa Cigar
Oh, yeah.
Lounge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Let's get to the beginning, Jeff. Let's get to the beginning. Talk
Yeah.
about this from your New York times to now, and how we're doing with.
How'd you
the
get
whole
into it, man?
cigar.
yeah. So actually, I was actually gonna. I think you put I was a New York cop, but I wasn't. I moved out of New York. I went to Massachusetts, and from there I moved to North Carolina in 2010, and I became a police officer here in Durham, North Carolina, that first year.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I meant to tell you, but it's
Well,
all right.
thank you for your service anyway. So that's good.
Yeah, thank you.
Where in
Thank you.
Massachusetts for you?
Worcester, Haverhill.
Oh, okay, up there. Yeah.
Yeah, my parents live up there now. My family lives up there, right near New Hampshire line. But I was getting into cigars at that time, and where I grew up in New York, though, we used to hang out in the Bronx all the time on Arthur Ave,
Oh,
and there's a cigar factory down there. I don't know if you guys ever been in there. in the marketplace, La Casa Grande.
No,
Um,
Never been there. No.
yeah, awesome. I mean, it's the unpublicized Little Italy of New York. Still, that's pretty still Italian.
It's all that's left of Little Italy. You
Yeah.
just moved there now.
It's
you know?
probably
It's
bigger
the
than
Bronx.
Little
It's the
Italy.
Bronx
It's the
Little
Bronx.
Italy.
It's the Bronx Little Italy.
It's the Bronx Little Italy. Not the,
Nothing left in New York. It's
I
one
know.
block in New York. That's it.
Well, they're trying to hold on to it. It's like one strip now, but the market has been there for years. There's a cigar factory in there, and when I used to go back there to visit my cousins, we would go there, eat pizza. You get your fresh bread and meats in there, but there were guys rolling cigars. It's still there now.
Yeah.
My boy Paulie owns it and runs it. But that got me started into this fascination with cigars, right? Like I saw them rolling it. I'm like, this is awesome. Ended up in North Carolina looking for that same vibe. Couldn't find it anywhere, right? So I'm in the police academy. I had my weekends free. I'm studying. That's when I really started getting into cigars heavily. I'm smoking. I'm like, man, I wish we had a spot we could go to. I wish we had a cigar culture here. And I started doing these pop-up cigar events. We were having cigars being made in the Bronx, shipped down, and I would post up at bars and restaurants or wherever I could. And then that kind of led to people hiring me for doing events at country clubs here, at the Washington Duke Inn in Durham, Raleigh, all over, Chapel Hill. And I kind of got about 3 years into it. I developed a brand out of it. I learned how to roll cigars myself, learned how to blend. I started my own factory in Durham underneath the coffee shop. We were making our own cigars for about 4 years. And then 2016 and 17 is when I rebranded to Amendola Family Cigar Company. We were Bull City Cigars first. A year after that, I met Chris. I had a lounge at factory at the time, but I met Chris in my travels through mutual friends. We were really trying to pick up the wholesale business at that point, like get out of retail and really be a household name everywhere, not just in North Carolina, but all over. And the past 2 years, we really just kind of, we ran with it. I was, at one point, I was selling cigars out of my police car. It was getting crazy, But I gotta stop doing this.
Great.
There you go.
Jeff,
Buying from the man. Buying from the man.
That's great, man.
hey Jeff, you could offer either a speeding ticket or you buy a box of cigars.
You pick. It could go one of two ways. You figure it out. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Late at night. Hey, blow into this tube or buy a box of cigars.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that.
That's
Good
a cool
move.
thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So I left. I think I resigned 2016. I went full on with the cigar business. I jumped right in.
That's fabulous.
A true passion.
Now,
Loved it,
where
man.
did you learn actual rolling? You're gonna say you're watching guys, but that doesn't work. You have to
No,
physically be.
Yeah. So I learned. I mean, I learned. I'm the type of learner where if I watch something long enough, I can figure it out. But with cigars, it's not that simple, right? It just doesn't. So somebody told me I never even knew about Ybor City in Tampa. I didn't know anything about Florida really, other than Miami. And one of my buddies was like, "Hey, why don't you go to Ybor City? Just go for 3 days, walk the strip, and try to meet some cigar people, right?" So I went down there. I took some time off work. I went down there. I found a cigar factory, still there. It's called La Farona. Delma Matos is the owner. And she was in the window rolling cigars. I'm like, well, they took me in, man. I love them. They took me in. I told them I had this desire, this passion to make my own brand, make my own product. And she said, oh, well, we just put in new tables here to do a cigar rolling class. And she said, pick 2 weeks and come back. And I did. I was able to take time off work again next month. I came down 8 to 6 o'clock every day. We were blending, prepping tobacco, hands-on. It was one of the best experiences of my life. And I just picked it up real quick, And she's like, you're good. Just roll 10, 20 cigars a day and go with it. So I did.
Great, man.
Yeah.
That's really nice. They took you like that.
Oh yeah, man, it was like family instantly. Yeah, I loved it. I was even rolling cigars. They were selling the cigars I was rolling.
Wow.
Sick. Yeah,
There
I'm
you
like, this
go.
is awesome. Yeah,
They
this
got
is
their
awesome.
money's worth with you in class.
That's
That's
pretty
sure.
good.
Yeah. Well, and then what's crazy is, so after that, when I came back to Durham, um, I had 2 weeks training, but I'm practicing, teaching myself. I'm like, I am nowhere near like some of these guys have been doing it for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And I was selling more, the business was growing. So I actually moved a guy from the Dominican Republic to Durham.
Wow.
He was supposed to go to New York to work in a cigar factory, and I intercepted it. And he used to work for Fuente and Davidoff. His name is, we call him Kiko, Juan Francisco. He's a master roller, and I flew him in, and I showed him what I had going on and where we're getting tobacco from. And he's like, man, I love your vibe, love your passion. I'll dedicate 2 years to help you learn how to blend more and grow the brand. And we did that for about 2-3 years, just rolling out of the shop in Durham and selling them.
Wow.
That was it. Yeah.
He's still with you? Did he stay with you, or did he move on?
So he moved. He ended up moving his family to New York, where he was trying to go originally, and he moved back to New York right when about 3 years ago.
No,
But it was a good timing because we had got to the point where we couldn't keep up with production here. It was just the two of us.
Right.
And I had a shop, I run in the shop, running the factory. He's pumping out what he can. We're doing events. We're going all over. So when he left, that's when I started to shop around other factories in DR, Nicaragua, Honduras, and things like that. So he's still my guy. Every time I go to New York, like he'll roll for me still. He'll do some events with me. We're up there.
Right.
So yeah.
Awesome.
would he ever think about coming back?
Uh
I mean,
Yeah.
New York kind of sucks right now. Let's put it out there.
yeah. Yeah. You know what?
know?
I mean, he would. I talk to him all the time, and he's always asking, what are we gonna do next? But I honestly don't know. I think, Chris and I have been talking about future plans is to set up a spot somewhere at some time where we have our own place, our own lounge, and our own little boutique factory in that shop.
Right.
Kiko would be the first guy I call to come down and work it.
I can see
You know?
that.
No,
Yeah, he's the man.
So where is the bulk of your leaf coming from? Are you Dominican Republic? You Nicaragua, Honduras? I mean,
So, we were working with Gabby Caffey for a couple years, Honduras.
Yep.
a friend of ours.
Quality
Yeah,
stuff, indeed. Quality.
Yeah.
And then this year we just decided to move into Nicaragua. So we're now buying leaf and blending and rolling with Erica Espinoza at La Zona and Aganorsa leaf in Nicaragua as well.
Okay.
So
he's getting. Hey Ron, I saw he was getting his product out of Esteli, and so your guy there. I mean, he's the Nicaraguan king for us.
oh yeah.
Luciano Mireles with Ace Prime.
Hmm.
Are you familiar with them out of Esteli?
Yeah, I know them.
Yep.
He's a very good friend of ours.
Yep.
Yep. Good.
Yeah, I love the tobacco down there, man. It's good.
Very
Good stuff.
Okay.
But Aganorsa grows their own tobacco, so we're using the cigars we sent you, Chris sent you, are all puro Nicaraguan from Aganorsa Farms.
All right. Sounds good. So
Yeah.
that's the new stuff. And it just arrived here like 15 minutes ago.
And it's not even released yet.
Oh,
All right. Talk about what you do.
Yeah, that's all pre-release. That's all pre-release stuff without our bands. We just redesigned all bands, boxes. This past year with the COVID, man, we made a lot of big changes. As Jeff kind of gave you a little heads up, he was doing his thing. He kind of, and then he dissolved and he started. And then about a year later, we linked up through a mutual friend. And, when I was first with him, he was with Caffey. And, beginning of this year, we just made some changes. We kind of, some other doors kind of opened up. And once we sat down and talked, I was just like, listen, man, for us not to take the opportunity to work with some of the two best factories in Nicaragua right now. I love Nicaraguan tobacco personally over Dominican. It's richer. I just feel you get more flavor out of it. It's maybe because of the soil. It's volcanic. It's darker. You just get like a richer. And usually I like darker cigars, heavier cigars. So for me, it was like a no-brainer. Plus, I've been a collector for 10 years, man. I mean, I started in the lounge, and I was just collecting, and I got to a point where I was like, you know what, man? When the time is right, I'm gonna step into this business. It's got to be with the right person. It's got to be the right feel, the right vibe.
Industry's got to happen.
And then early last year, we a mutual friend was like, yo, you got to meet this guy, Jeff. I think you two would get along great. You can really help him with the wholesale side of things. At the end of the day, like Jeff said, even when he was with Kiko, it's hard to do all this and get to the next level when you're only one person trying to do everything. So
wearing all the hats.
When I decided,
Exactly. Yeah.
So when I decided to get involved in this, Jeff was like, listen, he really focuses heavily on the events and the rolling and the art, and I focus more on the back end, the behind the scenes stuff. As far as the business, the wholesale stuff, a lot of the wholesale accounts. Luckily, towards the end of last year is when I was able to land some of the bigger accounts. I was able to get us into Atlantic. I was able to get us in to Pravada, which you'll be seeing soon. Well, our new cannoli actually will be in a Pravada cigar box very shortly, within the next couple months.
The cannoli cigar.
Any plans for the Midwest?
The cannoli, that's the one from Espinosa.
Yeah, we need some connects in the Midwest. I wish I knew people.
Yeah, really.
So when this COVID garbage is done, and you've been following the show, we can get you to come up, and we got 4 or 5 lounges that we can do cigar events for you guys. We can in and get things happening for you out here. We've done that for several people already, and we won't have no problem trying to get you over here in Chicagoland, and you
let's do it.
I find
Let's do it.
Down for whatever.
Guys from New York.
I've never been to Chicago, actually,
friends.
so I want to get out there.
Yeah, I've never been to Chicago either.
Oh, you gotta check it out.
Me either.
Here you are.
I've been out there.
Hey, listen, Jeff, don't go in the winter.
I hate.
Yeah,
I
hell
hate the
no. I'm
winter.
good. I'm good.
I am not a winter person.
Well, you lived in Massachusetts.
Yeah, it sucked.
That's why you ran out of there.
I was like, North Carolina, let's go. I'm trying to go to Florida eventually.
So tell us about from the north to the south. How did you end up in Durham? What brought you there? Just the police department itself that was open?
No. I was with a girl from here. I met her up north. She's from Raleigh. I came down to visit, and I was like, it's nice place. And at that point in my life, I was kind of all over the place. I was just doing 4 or 5 different things. I had no structure or direction. I was like, I really need to grow up and do something with my life. And I just decided to move and start over here. And then we broke up. I joined the police academy and started the business. And here I am.
There you go.
Nice story. Nice
cool story.
Yep. Chris, how come
Made it.
you left Yonkers?
What is it?
How come you left Yonkers?
Well,
because the Trotters were
a
close.
little bit similar. I mean, I've only been down here 4 years, and I'm still getting used to it. So, but it was a good change. I did it primarily for my family. I had a daughter when I hit 32. I'm 30. I'm gonna be 38 actually next month.
Old man.
So when I hit 32, I ended up getting married. Yeah, I know. You're right behind me, pal. So don't be talking shit over there. You're right behind me. You're only about a year behind. Your turn too, shortly.
And both of you guys could be out children.
Yeah, really.
But I just wanted I needed to get out of the city. I was working really long hours. I'm an elevator escalator mechanic, so I handled everything from uptown Washington Heights to Harlem, the downtown Manhattan, all the elevators in front of Yankee Stadium, the escalators,
Nice.
maintained all of them, repaired all of them. So, I started getting to the point, even me, I was like, once I had a family, especially with the way taxes were going up there. And my wife originally is from Texas. She came to New York. She was in sales, and she ended up meeting me. That's how we met. And then over time, once we got married, had a baby, she was like, man, how do you live here? Like, how do you deal with this? And I'm like, what do you mean? It's what I'm used to. This is what I know, so it's what I know. But she was like, why don't we start looking in other areas? And then I had a buddy of mine who was actually, I was an apprentice under, he ended up retiring, moving down this way. And he knew, we always stayed in contact, and he knew that I was looking to get out. I was looking, in Pennsylvania. I started looking to Jersey. He was like, and then I was thinking about Florida, and he was like, listen, man, he's like, why don't you come check it out? Check out Charlotte, see how it is. And the rest is pretty much history. We came down here, checked it out. My wife loved it. You can live like, you don't have to live like an animal, you could actually breathe a little bit. And, I was like, man, this is great. I get to wake up at 7 o'clock, 7:30 now. I don't have to wake up at 3:45 in the morning, take 2 trains, and that was the other thing too. I was working so much. I worked for the city, New York City Transit MTA. So I worked in the subway station, fixing all the elevators, escalators coming from, the subway to the street level. After a while, man, I got tired of it too. I did it for so long. It's like, man, do I really want to do this for another 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? So I started, venturing out, and I knew it would be better for my family. And here I am, now, like I said earlier, off camera when we were talking a little bit, it's give and take. You can't have it all. Now I don't have to deal with the BS in the city and the rat race and the nonsense, but I also don't get
down there, right?
Beautiful aroma, fresh broccoli rabe and prosciutto and mozzarella. And
they look at you like you're crazy when you ask for it.
Oh, yeah, they don't even know what it is.
That's got to be the roughest.
It's give and take, but at the end of the day, it was the best. That's what it is. At the end of the day, you gotta do it for the right reasons. And like, my daughter loves it down here. She goes to a good school. It's good. It's good to raise a kid, raise a family. I don't know if I'll be here permanently, because I've already been looking maybe to Florida. I got some family members down there that left New York that ventured down there. So I might eventually end up down there. But for right now, this is working. And listen, the way I look at it, I would have never met Jeff if I didn't move here. So every reason
for everything.
It's funny. I say it all the time. I'm like, how do you grow up in the same area that I grew up, and I didn't meet you up there, and I ended up meeting you down here? What are the odds of that shit? So,
weird. And we know it's from the same people.
Wow.
Yeah. When we went back home. So for me, it was just like, it was kind of a no-brainer. Because in the beginning, when I started with Jeff, it was kind of like, all right, I just want to get, maybe, you throw me a little bit off of sales. I'll get you some accounts, stuff like. It wasn't meant to be where I was going to get this heavily involved. But then once I started seeing the train rolling, and I saw the vibe that me and Jeff had together as a team, we were like a powerhouse, man. Like, and that's one thing about us is like, we don't try to outshine each other. Like, he does his thing and knows what he's good at. I do my thing and know what I'm good at. We both, do what we're supposed to do, and it just worked. And once we linked up, man, I said, listen. I told him, I said, listen, I'm looking to get in the business anyway. I'm helping you with all this wholesale stuff. I got some plugs and connections to the right people to kind of help blow this brand up. I said, instead of me starting something on my own, we work well together. Why don't I partner up and we just keep this train rolling, man? I mean, I said, if there's any brand I can get behind, it's this. It's got the Italian flag on the back. It represents where I'm from, how I grew up. So it just kind of, it kind of worked itself out, and the rest is history. Here we are. So
Sometimes things just happen, There's no explaining it. It comes together and it's working.
Yeah,
That's
naturally.
the beauty of it, man. That's the best part.
Yeah.
And you
Good.
guys seem to have good chemistry.
Oh yeah.
You're being successful in what you're doing, and you're still at, in the industry, you're still in the basement,
Yeah.
But
oh yeah, of course. We got a long way to go. But you know
Yeah.
what? This thing's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So, and we knew that going into this. We're young. I mean, Jeff is 37. I'm gonna be 38 next month. We're a year apart. Like I said, we grew up in the same area, same moral, same values, same belief system.
Yeah, you know, like I said,
so the way I look
there.
Yeah. It was and you know what's great, honestly, and we talk about this all the time. I'm actually a little quiet tonight, probably because I'm not drinking bourbon. So, but
why not?
Jeff,
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Tonight, it was a long weekend, man. It was a long weekend. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a long weekend. But
like, we're continuing
just,
right now. I mean, it's the only
good for
way.
you, man. Good for you.
Salud.
Too much
Salud.
this weekend. I'm drinking a little vino tonight. I slowed down, took it easy tonight.
I had that for dinner.
But like we bounce off each other really well. Like I'm more of the aggressor. This is just my personality. I'm more of an aggressive personality. And Jeff is more laid back. So if there was two of me, this probably wouldn't work out too well. And if there was two of Jeff, it wouldn't work out too well. So it works out very well that he's the way he is and I am the way I am, because there's times that I need to blow off some steam. And he just sits there and lets me vent because he knows, oh God, here we go. This fucking guy, he's gonna go off. All right. So he lets me go off, and then he listens, and then he's just a great listener, and he brings me back down to earth. But then
thanks, pal.
Thank you. It's true. But then let's keep it real too. There's times that I gotta give him a kick in the ass and say, all right, let's go. Move it, pick up the pace a little bit, bro.
What
All
is
right,
like Fredo to you? What is Jeff become Fredo?
and then we play good cop, bad cop when it comes to sales. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
We
they
attack them,
Chris.
Yeah, but how mellow
Is it?
you be? You're from New York, man. You're not.
I'm
from,
like
Mississippi.
I have a very gentle spirit until you cross my line. And when you cross my line,
sweetie.
I have a big line. But when you cross my line, watch out.
Then the neighborhood.
Yeah,
comes
see,
out.
my line isn't so long.
Yeah.
So like he could take a lot more crap and he'll deal with it. His put it this way, his patience level is a lot higher than me. Like I so, but it works out good for us as a team, because sometimes
that's all.
Sometimes you need somebody who's gonna drop the hammer. You need somebody who's gonna, and then sometimes you need the guy to say, "Oh, whoa, step back," like kind of like let things happen. So, we both really, like I said, the vibe between us is strong. We're like brothers, man. In the short time that we only know each other like 2 years, and it's like, we're family already. I mean, our kids hang out. It's not just a business thing. Like his kids, hang out with my kids. They get along great. They're around the same age. We do barbecues together. We do holidays together. It's not just all business. You know what I'm saying? There's a personal.
3 hours.
How
far?
What is it?
You guys how long drive between you guys?
Like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
About 2 hours.
Not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad at all.
By the way, I love the names of your cigars. I love
Oh yeah,
Maturo.
yeah.
Nice and mature.
That's new.
Well, those are new.
We just started doing that.
We just changed them.
Oh, I love the name.
That's because you're coming of age, right?
Yes. Everything's
Well,
Italian
you know what it was?
Naturale.
All right, so listen. This is how this all started.
Yeah, cremosa.
When we linked up, we started doing all these changes beginning this year and changing the factory. I looked at Jeff and I'm like, listen, man. I'm like, you know what? Let's just be who we are. try to be. We're gonna be who we are. We're gonna stay true to ourselves and how we're up and our vibe and our thing. You know, I know everybody's going off the Spanish thing. Obviously, this is big in South American culture. I understand that. But I said, let's just do what we do. So we ended up changing the old stuff. I said, let's go to Toro. Let's go to Naturale. Let's do everything in Italian. Even like on our bands now, the one that you have still has Hecho on it. But like our new bands, we changed that. It doesn't say Hecho. It says Fatto a Mano, not Hecho a Mano.
Nice.
Yeah, for handmade for an Italian. You know, and then if you open up our band on our new bands, once you open this up on the inside, it's Onore. So you have Rispetto, Lealtà, and Onore on the inside of the band when you open it up, which is honor.
Very nice.
So
I thought it was going to be like an Italian.
and then the cannoli came up. What is it?
I thought you were going to have like an Italian fortune cookie. You open it up.
That's a great idea.
The other one says, "Come by."
And your lucky numbers are.
Calcio nel culo, you know, something good.
What was that, Kyle?
And then your lucky numbers are.
Yeah.
777 or 666. You know, we got that. But they can throw
The
the
year of the
you know, you can put Shamo, Cretino, Stupido. You got a whole bunch in there just to make people laugh.
Nod. Yeah. That's a great idea, actually.
So, but this is the thing. Honestly, this name is really what changed the game for us. The cannoli.
Right.
And you know that came up because we were just sitting around one night, actually right here in my man cave, and we were drinking till what was it, Jeff? Like 3, 4. I mean, literally like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. We were like cigars in, almost a bottle of bourbon in. Like we were going in, and he made these with Cafty, but they weren't called the cannoli. It was just a box press San Andreas, right? So I'm smoking it, and I'm like, Jeffy, this thing's like a little friggin' cannoli, bro. It's like a little snack. I love it. I'm like, dude, we should call this thing the cannoli. He was like, dude, that's a great idea. I said, shit, let's try it. Soon as we changed the name to cannoli, right, Jeff? Tell him.
Yeah, blew up,
like
man.
3 months, bro. We couldn't even keep it on just because of the name. Just because
we sold
And
thousands
you
of
put
them.
in inside that one, the wrapper, leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That's a great
That's a good
idea.
idea. I might have to change that up for
People
next
keep the
time.
wrapper
Switch it up.
They'll keep the wrappers. They'll put them around to get the word.
That'll be the limited release.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
That is a good idea.
All right, that'll be
Jeez.
$50.
He wants 10% of all the proceeds.
Yeah.
Just like a cigar.
Must be Italian.
The cannolis instead.
So what we're actually doing now is we're adding to this line. So
The cannoli line.
what we end up, because it became it's the cannoli line because it got so popular. So we have the Mexican San Andreas box press, which is this one, the original red.
Right.
So when we started thinking about this, Jeff's like, man, like maybe we should add to that. And we were like, all right, we'll do a Connecticut version. We'll do a Habano version. This is a Mexican San Andreas. So then when we did that, I'm like, yo, man, if we do it in red, if we do it in a green one, a white one, and a red one, and then they have the foot bands,
there
like
you go,
red
flag.
foot. I was like, you put all 3 cannolis together, you make the flag. And then he was like, dude, that's a great idea. I was like, let's give it a shot. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Hopefully,
on that one. That's a sample pack.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
A good 3-pack sampler.
The 3-pack, 3 cannolis.
So
green, white,
we're
red.
looking to release that probably towards the holidays in December.
Christmas time. Best colors.
There you go.
What is it?
Yeah, right. Christmas
Is
color.
that for Christmas? It's the best color.
There you go.
Do it.
Yeah. You're right.
You're right. You're right.
Every time everybody gets together, they go down to the pasteria and they get the cannolis. Oh,
Yeah.
in fact,
Exactly.
you go to the bakery and see if they'll sell them along with the cannolis.
Yeah.
Package them together.
But I wish they had cannolis in North Carolina.
Frank,
They
where
got
can we get the
Twinkies.
cannolis?
They got Twinkies.
Yeah, they don't got cannolis here. No.
Not good ones.
Horrible.
Joey makes them over at the deli. So
Oh, yeah?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he buys the shell but he
Where?
makes the cream
Wilmington.
in Wilmington.
That's where Frank
Oh.
really lives. Frank lives in
Frank's a
Wilmington.
Yeah.
You live in Wilmington?
Well, I lived there for 13 years. I still have a beach house there in Carolina
Oh.
Beach. But,
I was just down in Topsail for the weekend.
okay. There you go.
Yeah. Topsail, whatever.
Not top
Huh?
topsail.
Hey,
Tomato.
I got one of our guys, and you probably know him, Barry Bones Argento.
Oh yeah, Bones.
Oh,
What's up, brother?
Yeah, he said, here's a marketing plan. Call it the Rainbow Cookie Sampler. Just to let you out there. I don't know if you want to go with the rainbow.
We don't do
Go
rainbows.
But it
We
seems
don't do rainbows.
Yeah, we don't do rainbows over here. That might be taken for something else.
Rainbows in
Well,
Europe.
listen, it's marketing. You got to pull it in from any way you can.
Let me know when you get the black and white cookie.
the rainbow.
That would
you can
that wouldn't be
sit
good
down
either.
on Christopher Street.
What was that, Kyle?
Said, let me know when you get the black and white cookie.
Oh, yes. A little
You know
side
who
note.
actually just did that? You know, Frank. What's his name? Just did that. Viaje. They actually just did that. Like a couple months ago, they just did the same. They just did that. They made a Maduro black, and they made a Connecticut white, and they called it the black and white cookie.
Oh,
They
nice.
just did that.
Okay.
So
Really?
it's already taken, man.
Uh-oh.
Already taken.
Oh, well,
It's been stolen.
why not? I mean, we got people throwing ideas. We got Brianna Miller says sweets and smokes packaging.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
That goes
Nice,
together.
nice.
Nice one, Brianna. I like that. I like
Very
that.
good.
So we're giving you guys ideas. Like I said, send the cannolis over. You know, Frank will come pick them up.
Listen,
Yeah.
if you guys send those guys cigars, I'll never see one.
Oh,
Frank, don't worry.
Apparently, I said we
Frank,
they
don't
send
worry
them.
about it.
I might see one.
We'll send something out to you. I'll send something out to you, brother. You just
Yeah, he's Orlando,
listen,
whatever
shoot
area,
me a DM, shoot me a message. We'll
There
get
you
some to
go.
you. Don't worry about it.
See, Frank.
Frank beggars. You see, you keep begging, you'll get yours. Don't worry about it.
I feel like I have to beg.
Don't worry, we'll get you some.
Well,
They
you're,
heard
you're
it.
in isolation over there, you know.
I mean, Kyle's only 10 minutes down the road. He can stop by. But you know.
Yeah, I'm 10 minutes down the road and I still don't get them. So
You don't come over. You know.
The price you pay for sitting at home.
You snooze, you lose.
So,
That's
Jeff,
right.
talk about the beginning names because now we're hearing Chris changing the marketing and all that. What do you have on there now besides the cannoli and the new guys, the core? Talk about the original stuff and where we were
Where's
at
the
and what
line
you got
going?
coming up.
Yeah. So, all right. All right, we talked about our core line, the Cremosos, our Connecticut, the Naturale, and the Maturo. You guys have the Naturale Maturo.
Yep.
That's coming from Aganorsa. The cannolis are being made with Espinosa in La Zona, but we're also still doing our Padrino cigar, or the Padrino.
Nice name.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
And the Especiale.
Okay.
So those are going to be made in La Zona with Espinosa as well, and Game Changer. But so and honestly, we don't have anything of the old stuff left. I mean, it's all sold and done. It's
really?
gone. It's gone. It's sold out.
That's
Wow.
You only
bit left. There's a little bit left if you go to AtlanticCigar.com or
Best
a little
Cigar.
bit left on Best Cigar, but not much, man. It's almost all gone. You know, and I've been
Well, what I
pushing
said
them. I've
to
been
you,
telling them, listen.
You saw
What
the
is
end
it?
I showed you on Best Cigar.
Yeah.
They got
That's the old stuff.
pack. Okay. Well, they
Yeah,
still
that's
have
old
some, I guess. I would imagine since they got that nice advertisement 6-pack package out there for you.
It's a pretty good price.
Oh, fantastic price.
So what they're doing is they're clearing out the old inventory and making room for our new line, all our new blends.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. So we changed the Padrino now has a Connecticut broadleaf. It used to be a Sumatra. It's now and it was we called it a wedge, but it was a chisel, like a flute.
Uh-huh.
But we thought we were gonna get sued by La Flor LFD because they have the chisel.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had to change that. We made it a bellicoso size, put a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper on it, and that's a game changer cigar
How
right
much did
there.
it change the taste then?
It's
big time.
yeah, so it's a powerhouse, but it's rich. It's full flavor. It is awesome. Do you like Connecticut broadleaf Maduros?
I like a very strong cigar. I do like Maduro. I only smoke Maduro.
Well, you'll like that one then.
And I like a big cigar in general. Gordo,
Okay.
Churchill, bigger is my cup of tea. As you can see, I'm smoking a Gordo right now.
Sell yourselves hard right now, marketing guys. We have one of our newbies from Japan that's saying greetings from Japan. So, Mr. Lachman, yes, listen, get yourself a piece of paper and pen, and guys will tell you how you can get your Amendola cigar.
Amendola cigar. So, listen, we're a first generation cigar manufacturing company. We started in a garage, and now we're working out at two of the best factories in Nicaragua. If you want to try our cigars, best way to do it right now is to go to AtlanticCigars.com, search Amendola, or go to BestCigarPrices.com, search for Amendola Family Cigars. They have sample packs. Both of them have our cannoli for sale. That's our newest cigar that's on the market right now. If you want to try that, and then everything else new will be coming out in the next couple months. Nice. So definitely hit us up online, or just Google Amendola Family Cigar Company.
If you guys need any more information on us or our company, we also just updated our website. That, like I said, this COVID thing kind of gave us the time to hit some of the things that we've been kind of slacking on, and we just updated our website. You can get, there's a retail tab page on that site where we'll show you every brick and mortar in all the states that we're in. It's links right to any of our online wholesale accounts. So like if you go to that tab, Atlantic Cigar will be right there. You click on that link and it will take you right over to the Atlantic site with the Amendola product. Well, so, but you'll have, our pictures, our IG, our Instagram, our Facebook. What is it?
Give us your website so that the audience can get it.
Yeah, the website's AmendolaFamilyCigars.com. Sorry, it's a little. I got this fan on, so it makes it a little hard to hear. That's why I'm looking like that.
A little bit.
But it's www.AmendolaFamilyCigars, and like I said, you'll have all the information about the team, how it started, how me and Jeff met, pictures, links to our social media accounts, Instagrams, Facebook, and all our retail partners, how to contact us, our company emails. If you're looking for wholesale, anything like that. But you can find all our information on there.
Yeah, well, let's talk on the air for sure, off the air. We'll get that going. Hey, we're looking for sponsors. You guys want a sponsor? Come on over.
Talk to Chris.
Hey, that might be a thing. You guys, hey, listen, you guys are paisans, so you know what I'm saying? If anybody's going to sponsor, it's going to be like-minded people, you know?
There you go.
We'll talk about that.
We're cheap. We can be bought real easy. Don't worry.
Well, you guys have vowels at the end of your names too. So
we have the I, we have the O, and look, the tokens also got an O. Just O. Whoa. Just O.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. That's great.
So we're trying. Other than that, then I guess you talked a little bit about the new stuff. Any kind of events under these circumstances that you guys are trying to get up? Anything down there in Carolinas are going to open up for you guys?
Yeah, so, it's been kind of weird, man. I mean, when March came around, all our events canceled. We had events all over North Carolina, Jersey, New York, at all the JR locations here. And it all kind of shut down, but slowly it's coming back. We actually did a cigar rolling event in the Virgin Islands last month, St. Thomas.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice.
That was cool. We'll be back there in October, I think, actually, to do another event there at the Pelican Shop, Cigar Lounge.
Very cool. You should look like January, February,
Well, we'll be going back there too in January.
Nice weather.
Yeah, I'm trying to go every 3 months. We have an invitation, so hey. We'll be there.
So is this full time for you, Jeffrey? Now this is full time. This is it.
Yes and no. It's been full time. When COVID happened, I ended up picking up a couple side hustles, just to supplement for our, I live, all our events for the 6 months were canceled.
Yeah.
That's a big stream of revenue for us. So
Life was canceled for 20.
life was canceled. Yeah. So,
Yeah, it killed us, man.
Yeah.
We had events
Yeah.
up in New York. I got a lot of,
Jersey.
Jersey.
Where
I'm very,
you gonna have
I'm a
events?
barrel burner, so I'm in well with the barrel burners. We were supposed to do the barrel burner anniversary event in Jersey. That got canceled. So, like I said, man, everything happens for a reason. I'm not saying obviously this thing gave us a kick in the balls. I'm not going to say it didn't. But I don't like to complain about it because everybody's feeling the wrath.
It's the whole
And to
industry.
be honest with you,
Not only the industry.
yeah, and to be honest
Everybody.
with you, it put us in a position. It put us in a position to be able to, like I said, fine tune some of the things that I know we were slacking on that needed to get done. And we were, during these last 6 months, I mean, we weren't just sitting on our asses, man. We got, 3 new blends coming out of Aganorsa. We switched factories. We got more blends coming out of Espinosa. We updated the website. We, we're looking at distribution on the West Coast. We're doing a lot of, behind, like I said, a lot of the behind
Pravada.
stuff that Pravada Cigar Club. I mean, there's so many things that we, tried to line up so at least when things do open up and get back to normal, all that's done and put the bed, and now we're just gonna get ready to hit the ground running. And that's the thing. Like, we're becoming anxious now because now it's at the point where, all this stuff is done, and like we're excited.
Don't grow so fast that you guys are gonna blow it. One step at a time.
Yeah.
Yourself always in the black. Don't be in the red, and it's gonna happen.
Yep.
Do it right. Do it slow.
See? Yep, you're 100% right, and I always said that.
What is Jeff saying? Go.
Well, no, I mean, as long as we're always moving forward, that's my thing. I don't want to ever be sitting stagnant or going backwards. As long as we're going forward, I don't care if it's at a snail's pace, but as long as we're moving forward, as long as it's always getting better and we're bettering ourselves and bettering our company, that's all that matters to me and Jeff, I think, so
yeah.
And I think this year, and we're just at a point now where, we know what's coming and other people don't know what's coming yet. So we're excited to show it off. I mean, over these last 3-4 months, I redesigned all the bands, all the boxes, the seals on the boxes. I mean, the look is new.
Amazing.
We put a lot of hard work into this stuff. So, we're just ready now for things to open back up and really, show the world what we've been doing for the last, 6 months and all the hard work and love and sacrifice and time that put into this,
And it'll
like I say this all the time too. Like, people know, man. People know in this industry when you're a fraud, when they can smell BS.
Oh, you're right.
You can fake it for a little while, but after a while, man, like, they're gonna see the real you.
You can't,
and
right away.
Yeah.
One thing people know about us, no matter what, we stay true to ourselves. We stay true to the community. We stay true, to how we grew up, and that comes across in obviously our cigars and our product and how we present ourselves. So, we're just a regular bunch of blue collar guys, that love cigars, love whiskey, and love the culture and the community. And we just hope, that people will see that, and get behind what we're doing. At the end of the day, we're humbled even in the last year, how,
cigars, you guys are behind the big boys. So you got to really, you got to find ways of getting out there and growing to push the name, because you can be in a brick and mortar shop, but if that brick and mortar shop is not pushing you because somebody comes in for a Padron,
right,
you guys are going to be in the bottom shelf and you're going to have maybe 3 boxes and that's all. But you got to get the name out. So,
well, that's why events are so important.
Events, and you did say about distributions.
Right.
I meant, Jeff, can people come into your factory and purchase directly?
Well, we closed it down.
Well, you closed it. Okay.
Yeah, we're no longer doing anything here as far as I sold the shop about 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, and the factory, I got out of that because it was just too much. We were growing more wholesale. So I got rid of the overhead to pursue more international and state, countrywide markets.
Right.
So
Well, if you're interested, we can talk later, but we know two big distributed companies that if you guys have any interest, we could talk off the air and we could set you up with both of them and see what they can do for you.
yeah,
We can try and talk about it. And
yeah, it'd be great.
yeah, I mean, if it helps you, that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
sure. I mean, hey, it's all a conversation, I mean, if it works, it works. We were actually toying around with the idea of doing the what's the trade show in
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
PC.
no, not the Vegas. Yeah, the not the PCA, the other one.
TPA.
TPA. Thank you.
The one
TPE.
in January.
Yeah. So they moved. We were gonna do that. They moved it out to May, but we were ready to go. But when all this stuff happened with COVID, we were kind of like, what, let's wait on that because we want to come prepared.
Absolutely.
We don't want to have to rush production. Cigars can't be rushed. This is our craft. This is our art. This is what our name is behind, our reputation. So we decided to hold off on that, and see what happens, and just use the contacts we have now. I'm actually really excited. I mean, we'll be doing an event out in Idaho, actually. I think.
Wait until they get a load of us out in Idaho, pal.
Idaho.
I
Idaho.
don't even know where Idaho is.
You guys are gonna have to change your accents, man. That's it.
You got to show up in plaid
Yeah. I don't own any plaid.
You could name
and
one,
overalls.
and name one of your cigars, the Patata.
There you go.
Oh, there you go, la patata. Make a nice big juice. like I said,
Yeah.
Roll in on a nice big, tractor. They'll love you.
red, white, and blue, not green and yellow for the other boys.
Right.
That's good stuff. So yeah,
So
we
that-
can definitely do that for you if you're
We got to
interested.
get you out
Yeah.
here at some point.
Yeah, I would love to get out there, man.
Well, see, the other thing
Sure.
that separates us two guys, I just wanted to mention too, and I think it's a big thing that that we do a little bit differently, which kind of separates us from a lot of the other brands is when we get a wholesale account, we usually offer, if they buy a certain amount of boxes, we'll come out, we'll throw an event. Jeff will do live rolling to help push the brand. Run specials like, all right, buy 5 Amendolas, get a free fresh roll from Jeff, stuff like that. So that's something for us that we feel really separates us because we're not just like making a cigar in Nicaragua and our label on it. Like we mess with tobacco. I have tobacco right underneath me, bales of tobacco underneath my table that we just mess with. We blend. We'll use different wrappers when he comes over on the weekend or I go there. Like we'll mess with stuff. We'll be like, yo, our next cigar should be this. Let's try that blend. So we're very hands-on and we want people to see that. So like when we do events, we come out, we roll, people see us devein the leaves, put it together. Like, and it really, I think gives people a sense of like, all right, these guys, they're the real deal. They're not like just some dudes that are just, getting a cigar made and putting their label on it. Like they're fully involved in their product, in the art form of it. And, I think in my opinion, listen, I've been to a lot of events. I've been messing with cigars for 10, 11 years now. I haven't seen really any other company that does that when you do an event. I mean, through the state, Padron, all these big, I don't see them coming out having rollers at their events, rolling out their cigars. So for us, I think that's something that really separates us from everybody else and gives people incentive to be like, you know what, we want those Amendola guys here, rolling out fresh cigars, pushing the brand, and it's just something different. It adds a little value to the event, in my opinion.
Have either one of you guys been to one of those big cigar events out in Las Vegas? Have you ever?
Vegas, no, but I did do a trade show in Germany with Gabby Caffey 2 years ago.
Oh, you did.
Oh, you did with Gabby.
Very good.
Okay.
Into tobacco. Yeah.
Okay. So I can only make a suggestion is go out there first before you guys grab a table. Go out there and really get the full feel and see what's going on.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, it will really
blow your head away, man.
blow your mind, man.
Oh yeah,
Stuff is there.
Like Kyle, Bob, and I were out there last year.
We were hustling. We was hustling.
It was really an eye opener. So for you guys, I mean, I know as anxious as you want to get to, get a table and all, we can only suggest go out yourselves, walk it, talk to those guys, see what's going on, grab your ideas, because one, it's going to be big time bucks, a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
Huge.
And
a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I mean, people are setting up. They actually set up entire rooms
Got it.
within the.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, it's like an auto show. It's like auto shows. Where some of these big guys are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on their setup. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, this year we were going to be right across from Aganorsa, and the same thing. And you're speaking about money. That was one of the things that, I told you, I kind of look on the back end of things and the business side of things and looking at numbers and what makes sense and things like that. And I mentioned to Jeff, man, when we were talking about it, and he fully agreed. I was like, you know what, man, with the money that we're going to dump into this, like, half not going to get canceled. Then our money's going to be tied up for the next 2 years until they can get, because they hold the money until they throw it again.
Yeah.
We're not going to get a refund. So I said our money, we could use that money for production or bands or this or that. Right now it was just such a, up in the air thing that, I mentioned to Jeff, I'm like, dude, if we're going to miss any year, let's miss this year, because I guarantee you, even if they have it, it's not going to be the same amount of people.
Right.
It's
going
to probably be
you're absolutely right, man.
you're actually
and that's so I said, you know what, if we're gonna miss it, let's miss it. We got all this new stuff coming out this year coming up, 2021. Let's focus on all our new blends, our new factories, the new look that's coming out. Let's kind of rock that out.
The accounts that we already have,
as much as we can. Yeah, the accounts, and let's just blow that out. So then when 2022 comes around, we're ready to hit the ground running. We got some exposure. We've been out there. Our blends are out there, and then we could kind of go there more prepared, and because listen, I said this to him too. I was like, could we have done it? Yes, but it would have been a stretch, financially, and then as well as getting the product, having to rush the factories. It would have been a nightmare. So and then you don't want to go there and look like want to look like an amateur. You're up there with all these big boys. You can't sit there and look like an amateur. You got to come to play, man. If you don't come to play, then you're screwed. And so I think it's like
up there too, because people hand out cigars. That's part of the thing.
I know.
They're going to hand out literally hundreds of cigars. That's free.
Yeah.
You got to eat that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Focus on product right now and getting your name out there. Build yourselves up, and maybe in a year or two, then maybe you can go there. But I would say go first. Get a feel for what it is, because it is monumental. I mean, I think it was. I'm not sure about the number, but I'm just throwing it out. Perdomo comes and sets up an entire room, 6,000 square foot showcase, 23 tractor trailers of stuff come in. You're talking about big time here.
They don't mess around. And he brings his full set drum set.
And
he plays in the middle of everything.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. It is. Ace Prime brings basketball courts, so Dominic Wilkins and Tiago Splitter are there shooting baskets.
I mean, you have celebrities there. This is the big show. This is the big top.
Yeah, that's
you gotta be really ready to play.
And that's why I feel very comfortable in the decision that we made to kind of be a little bit more patient.
It's a good decision.
Frank, like you said, like I like going 100 miles an hour, but I'm also I take chances, but I take smart chances.
Calculated risk.
I think it was calculated risk, exactly. So yeah, I'm aggressive. I want to get it out there. I'm getting impatient because it's like I know what's coming and I just want to get it out there. But I always try to, run things by Jeff and be like, I don't know about this, and kind of like feed off of him and see what he's thinking. I'm kind of happy that when I brought it up to him, he kind of felt the same way. And I was just like, nah, bro, like we're gonna do this shit. We gotta knock it out the park when we get there. We can't go there and sit next.
Chris. Delayed gratification.
Yeah.
It's a
exactly.
It's a journey. And you don't want to be at the end because that's 6 feet under.
Baby
Just enjoy
steps.
the ride. And like Bob said,
Baby steps, man. It's fun to go 100 miles an hour. Yeah, if you're driving a Ferrari and it's effortlessly done. But if you're in an 83 Toyota, 100 miles an hour is a risky thing,
Is there anything else that you'd like to tell our audience, guys?
Yeah. Give us a shot, If you haven't heard about Amendola Family Cigars, you heard about it now. And we're really looking for the community to just try our product and get behind what we do, We're not going anywhere. Chris and I talk about this all the time. We've been talking about it all night. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We're here for the long haul. Our vision is to be, as a first generation, cigar family, cigar makers, we're in this for the long haul, and our plan is to be around for a while. So I just, I hope that people that are listening here will go out and look for the product, look for our blends, try us out, and give us a shot.
Absolutely. And you said you're having some
at the end of the day.
You said your new product will be out by Christmas time. So what we'd like to do is maybe have you back when you're releasing some new product, then we can talk about it again.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, 100. Well, we'll actually have our stuff in Maganorsa should actually be out hopefully by the end of September, maybe first or second week in October. We'll have that. And maybe some of our new stuff from Espinosa too, the new Padrino, the new Special. That should be maybe in October soon too. The cannoli stuff, all the stuff that we're adding to the cannoli line, that'll be out closer to Christmas. But I mean, I just want to say at the end of the day, I really appreciate you guys giving us the platform, the opportunity to come speak on your platform and, kind of shine a light on our brand. So I just want to thank you for that. Thank all your viewers and listeners for taking the time to listen to what we got to say. We're really humbled this last year about, all the people that are getting behind us and starting to recognize what we do. At the end of the day, we're just a bunch of blue collar guys that, like I said, we love tobacco. We love the community. We just love what we do. And hopefully, if you're just an average guy and that just loves cigars and you can get behind, our mantra, which is, respect, loyalty, and honor, family. It's all about family. That's what we do this for. Then we're the brand for you. We make this product for the people, for guys like us. We don't make, it's for everybody. I'm not going to say it's just for one type of people, but it's for everybody. But we make it, we're regular guys and we make it for regular guys.
But we'll get it up to
the cigar community.
We'll get Schwarzenegger to check it out when we talk.
There you go.
We wish you much success, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll keep our eyes on you for sure.
And let us know when you got something going, like Bob said, and we want to bring you back. But we want to also say, if you guys can stick around a little bit, we have a segment of the show called Stump the Chooch. And
oh boy.
and tonight's giveaway is from R&A Treasures in Tampa, Florida. A nice little brand new pipe, nice thick bowl.
Yeah, beautiful briar, nice pipe, very nice. And this is for the winner tonight, whoever gets the answer.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
And if you guys are interested, hey, we'll give you a shot just to let Frank know. Andre is listening.
Andre's on, Frank. Andre's on.
As you can see, there's one of my don't be a chooch for everybody. And the way we work this segment is, well, I'm kind of like a little bit of a history buff. So I try to stump the chooches at the what I like to call the dais. My cousins, they're easy to stump. Although sometimes
Hey.
Oh,
they're okay. So
throwing jabs, throwing
So they
jabs.
die.
old age, Alzheimer.
Uh,
He's right in the room with them.
senior moments, senior moments.
So,
Kyle's our young blood, so he covers all that young generation.
tonight we're gonna let the guys. You guys can also answer. So
On Facebook, not on voice. But in the first part, you can.
first part, yes, you can.
We got three
Okay.
questions.
But then it will be just for the audience, and that's when someone in the audience will get the win the prize tonight.
We have a friend, Ralphie. He's waiting. He goes, I'm on. Let's
Oh
go.
boy, okay,
So,
Frank.
Ralph, you have to wait. The three questions are for us chooches, and then your turn.
All right, let's begin with on this date in history, September 8th, 1943.
Oh shit.
1943.
I'm out. I'm out.
Chris, come on, bring it up there.
I'm out.
Show your age. Did you study history?
But listen
All right,
carefully.
1943. So World War II era.
There you go. That's the way to start
There you
thinking.
go. Following the deposition of this fascist leader, which country surrenders to Eisenhower publicly?
Italy.
Mussolini.
Spain.
There we go. Hey, there we go.
Italy.
Chris,
Oh, Spain.
In Italy. This is an Italian show
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh.
I said Italy.
I got it right. There you go.
You got it, Mussolini.
That's it.
All right.
I knew I had faith in Chris. I had faith.
Thank you. Thank you.
No,
Well,
you
you
got
know
it from
what?
me. I said Italy. He said
my
Mussolini.
grandfather was a World War II vet. My grandfather
So
was
was
a war.
mine.
He was
So
at
was
Pearl
mine.
Harbor when it got bombed.
Your
Wow.
grandfather
So you
was-
should have known the answer to the question.
My
You
grandfather
should have known the
too.
answer to the question, though, pal.
I said Italy, and then you said Mussolini.
That's it.
I was
No, they
right.
both got
You
it
said
right.
Spain.
You're both right.
You're both right.
I didn't say
Both
Spain.
right.
I said Italy. Chooch, you're a chooch.
Hey, the two new chooches you got. Hey.
All right, what's the next one, Frank?
All right. September 8th, 1974. We're moving a little closer to.
Okay.
They're still not born, these two. Or three, Kyle either.
No.
All right.
President Gerald Ford grants unconditional pardon to who of any crimes he may have committed or participated
Nixon.
Nixon.
in office.
Nixon.
There we go. Bob, look at Bob. Finally, Bob gets an answer.
Finally.
Nixon's the one.
He's been dry the last couple of weeks. He's been a chooch.
He's been a chooch.
He's
Yeah.
been a chooch. Let's see. On this day, it's actually this week in history. It's not on this day. This
Somewhere. Yesterday, the day before, you know.
this week. Listen, yesterday, the day after, tomorrow.
All right.
I don't know. This time in history. So this famous guitarist, rock and roll guitarist, by the way,
What year?
1970. Hold on. 1970. Let me. I lost my train of thought.
That's easy.
Oh, boy.
And you lost your answer.
I lost my question. No, I had my. Oh, here it is. Hold on.
Not guitarist.
1970. This
Okay.
famous guitarist dies of a drug overdose.
Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix.
Yeah.
Hendrix. Yeah.
All right.
But that's not Italian.
All right, I got
No.
something for him. And it's an easy one.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect.
Let's
Hey,
see.
don't do him easy. He likes them hard.
Okay, it's an easy one. It's Italian. Okay.
All right.
What's the name of the street what's the name of the street of Little Italy in Manhattan? Not Bronx, Manhattan. We already said the Bronx one.
Mulberry.
Mulberry Street.
All right, there you go. All right.
Come on,
I wanted to
That
make
was-
sure. I wanted to make
that was
all right.
too easy.
Are you really checking to make sure we're from New York City? You really want to make
And what festival is
Oh.
usually coming
in
up?
September? What's the
What's
big
the big
festival?
The
festival?
San Gennaro.
Hey!
San Gennaro. Hey, oh.
It's the cannoli.
How about this? How about
And the
this? All
Deputy.
right. One more. Frank, you're from New York? Who's got the best pastrami sandwich right up the
No, ask Kyle because we took him there.
We took him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took him there. Kyle, give the answer.
Yeah,
Kyle, you got it.
Kansas.
You had 2 places, Carnegie and Cat.
Carnegie's gone.
There you
Carnegie's gone, man. It's only
Cats.
Cats, baby, cats.
Cats.
Cats has always been blood.
I mean, listen, it's a $27 sandwich, but hey,
It's
Or-
There's a lot of pastrami on that.
That's the best. That's the best.
All right, folks. So this one's out for all of you Facebook Live people. Kyle and I are watching our Facebook stuff. Hey, Curvy Gente is watching.
Oh, wait.
Hey,
Oh,
Carrie.
how are you,
Hello,
buddy?
Carrie.
Stogie Road.
You know him. Okay.
Oh
Of
yeah, he's
course I know him.
proud. That's that whole little clique of theirs,
Yes,
you know.
yes, of course.
All right, I think I may have fixed this from last week, so I think it does now. I can play a video with audio, and it's going to have a video. It's going to have, this is a little video section. I want people to watch, and I want them to guess which pope was the first.
I got the answer, but it's not for me. I know it.
I know. Well, this is for the audience.
I know it.
Hold on. So we're going to play this. Let me go and share my screen with everyone. But
Make
let's
sure
first-
Bob shuts his mouth. Put some duct
Yeah,
tape
Bob,
over
please
it.
shut your mouth. Bob always gives away the answers.
Put some duct tape over his mouth right now.
I know. All right.
I shut the speaker. That's all.
Let me share the screen here. Let's go here. All right. Ready? I'm going to roll this. And
Wait a minute, Frank. Just to get this clear now,
Yes.
you want the Pope's name.
I want the Pope.
And a year.
No. You want the
proper
Pope's name, not pre-Pope name.
Not the pre-Pope name. I want
Okay.
Oh,
See, that's important. I had to get that cleared up. Okay.
They change names over here, you know.
You know, because the
Okay.
Pope changes names. Yeah.
Now Bob
the
needs to
Pope
shut
is
up.
his name.
He's always on the lamb, you know. So
Who's on the land? Okay, ready? I'm going to play it.
Yeah, we
no
can't.
video.
No video,
No
Frank.
video.
No
Frank.
video, can't hear it.
Video. Whoa. What do you mean no video?
No video.
No video.
Look at your ugly face.
No video, no audio.
Huh? Huh? Hold on. Wait a minute. There we go.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Nope. We got a gray
Nope.
screen here.
I think you better come up with another one, buddy. People are looking at you.
They're looking at me? All right. Hold on. Uh-oh. This is what happened. I lost everything.
Oh,
He's a chooch.
what's going on?
He is a chooch.
Ah.
There you go.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, do you have audio?
No.
we got some audio, but it's very hard to hear.
All right. I stopped it.
No, it's still going.
Forget about it. Next.
Next.
Well, I'm trying to get out of it, but it's impossible.
All right. Well, why don't you just talk us through it? What was the question then?
All right, we're gonna walk you through it. I'm gonna try to stop this, but I don't know where the video went. It's literally gone.
Kyle,
Oh, boy.
help him out.
Well, these guys want to go to bed.
I blocked it. It's gone. It's literally
Crystal.
gone.
All right.
No, no
Just
worries.
talk us through it.
Go through another one.
Nope.
Forget it. Save that one for next time.
All right, coming back.
Forget that happened.
All right.
Now we lost you completely.
Kerr said Pope Paul the 10th,
No.
No,
but it's not. But anyway, he gave an answer.
no.
Sorry, Kerr. We're going to change the story right now.
there we go. I'm back. I'm
Okay.
back.
Okay. So just talk it through.
All right. Well, this Pope actually back in,
92.
No, before that.
1498. I don't know.
92.
I think it was 87.
Listen, I'm going to go back to my old thing. I had everything here, but now it's all gone. That's what happens when when you try to blaze new trails.
Yeah. All right,
Well,
so this Pope was
Frank, we just got to start a little earlier and do a test run on what you're trying to do because
We'll stay on afterwards, and then we can test it. Let's get another one. Go for another one.
no. This Pope was what?
No, I'll go for another one. I'm gonna find another one because.
All right, Kerr's waiting. He's anxious.
Hold on, I got to get to another screen. You know,
Kerr's going to end up smoking a whole barber pole by the time you get an answer.
all right, here we go.
Andre, you ready? Go, Andre.
Oh, Andre's back. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh God. Okay, I knew I had a backup one. All right, at September 8th, 1955.
Okay.
American firms are tooling up to manufacture a new synthetic material. What is that material that will be used in everyday lives at an ever-increasing pace?
Okay.
Play the music, Kyle.
Which company was it again? Say that company.
I'm not
Latex.
saying the company. What is the material? It's a synthetic. All
Latex.
American firms are gearing up.
I'm looking at the Facebook page. Who's answering?
This is an easy thing. They use it in children's toys.
Three is nylon.
They even use it in Kyle sheets. Sherman Williams made.
Okay, that's it.
Barry says saran wrap.
Nope.
Kerr said, well, Teresa said nylon, which I don't think
No,
so.
nylon was way ahead.
Kerr says, is this the Father Guido Sarducci Saturday Night Live skit? Okay, Ralphie Walker says latex.
Nope.
That's what I said. Latex.
No.
All right, Kerr says Teflon.
Nope.
Nope.
Stephen Fowler is watching. I don't know, Steve. Answer
And
the
Andre doesn't win the pipe.
Wow, Andre, what's going on? Andre usually come in with the answer.
What about asbestos? Asbestos.
Nope.
No,
No.
that was around way before that.
Rayon.
Nope.
All right, we'll give.
We're out of time. We're not giving away a pipe tonight. Sorry, folks.
And this pipe is not made out of plastic.
Well,
Guess what, guys? The answer is, if I give you the first part of it, you'll know the rest. Who wants a cracker?
Polly?
polyester.
No, polyurethane.
oh, you're
Wow.
Hey, polyurethane.
Okay.
All right, Barry said aluminum foil, and Teresa said spandex. So polyurethane is the correct answer for 1955.
No winners tonight. No
Oh.
winners tonight.
no.
So unfortunately, you guys are going to have to wait 2 weeks because next week I'm going to take off. I don't know if you guys want to have the show, but that's up to you.
Yeah,
Kurt
we'll
said-
take the show.
All right, there you go. There you
We're gonna
go.
take it over. The Amendola takeover next week.
Hey, you can't come on our territory, huh?
Give the young guys
Oh.
a shot. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, that's a turf war.
apparently, it's a thing.
Hey, we can make.
Thing.
I can make that happen for a small fee. You talk to me on the side.
Hey,
We all have a white
We'll give you
album.
guys an offer you can't refuse. That's all.
Oh, here we go.
You like the white horse or the black one?
Well,
Oh,
sorry that I
Wait.
screwed that whole thing up.
Jeffrey Miller answered?
Oh, we have an answer?
Hold
What?
on. I didn't see anything Jeffrey Miller here. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Do you have something, Kyle?
Yeah, I do. It got muddled in the wording here, but yeah, Jeffrey Mill did answer polyurethane. Yeah. So
There we go.
So we have a winner.
Oh, I didn't see it on that one. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Jeffrey.
it got lost
my
in the shuffle. I
page-
apologize. I didn't see it. Things were scrolling by fast.
Wow.
So, yeah.
All right.
Okay. So we have a winner.
A winner of the
All right.
pipe, Jeffrey Miller. Congratulations. Jeffrey's been on lately. Thank you. And just to let you guys know, the Great Lakes Smoke Show is taking collections of pipes, cigars, and anything regards to the industry. In October, we're going to be sending our red, white, and blue military personnel a little care package because they don't get enough from us. We try to take care of it. So we got pipe tobacco, pipes. We'll have cigars,
whatever, matches, even anything, because there's not much over there. And
So
these guys certainly.
If you're listening, if you have any interest in getting anything to us, PM us. I will send you the address, and we'll be sending that out to our good fellas out there in the Middle East. We have the president of Briar Nation.
Jeffrey Miller wants you to donate the pipe to the troops.
That's the second one.
Very
Jeffrey.
nice, Jeffrey. Thank
You're
you.
awesome. Thank you for the American needs. That's awesome. So yes, that will go. And Chris, Jeffrey, we can't thank you guys enough for coming on. We hope you had a good time.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Great time.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
We're wishing you guys all the best. We want to hear from you again when something new comes out. We only got a couple of cigars here. Here we go. We got there. So we will smoke that on hand and kind of give you guys a little bit of review.
Give you a little bit of feedback.
We just got to get Frank and Kyle, if and when you do have any samplers. So this way, all four of us kind of give a little rating, and we'll let you guys know. And
you know what? Listen, Ron, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end up sending you guys. I know I put up one cannoli in that bag, but I actually just got some cannolis. Like, literally, like the day after I sent yours out is when I got a shipment of cannolis that came in. So I'm gonna send you guys a 5-pack of cannolis, so you guys don't.
And then I'll get that out.
Shot, all right?
Frank, you get the cannoli, Frank. You're going to get the cannoli.
When do I get it? In 3 months? If it's coming from Ron.
It's the post office.
I'll send you separate.
I can't help the post office. I'm telling you.
I'll send you separate. Just get in touch with me on Instagram.
I'll send Jeff the address, and you guys take care of Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Florida. Things travel slow here.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Anytime.
Give us a heads up, and we'll talk off the air about those two distribution guys that came out, okay? And then we'll set up an event up here when you guys have some time. We'll see when the lounge is open.
Yeah, when all this stuff comes away, probably November 4th, it'll be all gone, you know.
Exactly.
You're right. Day after the election, 100%. We look forward to maybe meeting you guys in person, doing an event, coming out, having a cigar with you, and the drink.
Definitely.
Definitely. And for all you guys who are locally, women also, we do have a social smoke this Saturday at 1 o'clock at Arlington Pipes and Cigar Lounge in Arlington Heights, Illinois. Come on down, meet the crew. If you don't have a pipe, look for Tim. We'll get you a free pipe. There's samples of pipe tobacco there.
There's certainly plenty of cigars. They have 13,000 sticks available.
And this is a place we want to get you guys into, too. We're going to do an event down there. All right?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
All right.
Take care, guys.
From all of us to all of you,
soon.
You guys have a great smoking week. And
buonasera. Salud. Salud.
Good night.
Buonasera. Salud. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.